Get ready for a whirlwind of royal news and breaking updates. We're diving deep into Prince George's new mansion, the latest on King Charles's potential reunion with Prince Harry, the truth behind the king's grandfather image, and King Charles's own reflections on aging. You won't want to miss this. First up, a major move for the future king. We're getting an exclusive look inside Prince George's new 8-bedroom mansion, a significant step for the heir to the throne and the entire royal family. This estate is steeped in history and promises a new chapter of privacy and stability. Then, the highly anticipated royal reunion. Will Prince Harry and King Charles finally meet during Harry's upcoming visit to the UK? We're breaking down the strict rules and the expert opinions on whether this father-son reconciliation is on the cards, especially after recent public statements. And we're peeling back the curtain on the royal family dynamics. Is King Charles truly the doting grandfather he appears to be, or is there more to the story? Plus, the king himself is sharing his candid thoughts on getting older. Stick around and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an update. Prince George's royal residence revealed. Get ready for an inside look at a monumental shift for the British monarchy. Prince George, the eldest grandson of King Charles III and future king, is set to move into a magnificent new home, marking a significant turning point for the royal family's private life. This isn't just any house. It's an 8-bedroom mansion steeped in history and set to become the family's forever home. After years of residing in Adelaide Cottage, which offered comfort but also witnessed profound personal challenges like Queen Elizabeth II's passing and the cancer diagnoses of both King Charles III and the Princess of Wales, the decision to relocate to Forest Lodge signifies a deep desire for stability and privacy. This move, planned for the end of the year, is a strategic choice to provide Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis with a nurturing environment away from the intense scrutiny of London. Forest Lodge itself is a Grade II listed property, boasting over 3 centuries of history. Recently renovated, it seamlessly blends historical charm with modern luxury. Imagine marble fireplaces, intricate plaster cornices, and a grand vaulted ceiling in the main hall. The exterior retains its classic red brick facade and slate roof, complete with 6 chimneys. Inside, 9 large windows flood the living spaces with natural light, creating an elegant and welcoming atmosphere. The expansive estate also includes stables, garages, a tranquil pond, and a tennis court, offering ample space for the young royals to grow and play. Privately funded renovations are underway to ensure the mansion is perfect, with Kate Middleton reportedly involved in selecting furnishings and even a grand dining table for 24, hinting at future family gatherings. Prince William will enjoy stunning views, including the Wembley Arch from his new quarters. This move is more than just a change of address. It's about building a foundation for Prince George's future role as king, with Forest Lodge becoming the backdrop to his formative years and a symbol of continuity for the crown. The public and royal followers are buzzing with excitement about this new chapter, seeing it as a positive step towards safeguarding the young royal's childhood. Many are looking forward to seeing how this more private setting will shape Prince George's upbringing as he prepares for his destiny. Don't go anywhere, because we've got more royal revelations coming your way. Next, we're investigating the potential reunion between Prince Harry and King Charles, and the surprising conditions that might be in play. Royal reunion on the horizon, Harry and King Charles's strict meeting rule. Speculation is running high as Prince Harry prepares to return to the UK for the annual Well Child Awards. This visit marks his first time back on British soil since April, and royal watchers are eager to see if he will finally reunite with his father, King Charles. The father and son have not seen each other in person for nearly 20 months, their last encounter being in February 2024, when Charles shared his cancer diagnosis. With Harry's trip coinciding with the 3rd anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's death, the possibility of a reconciliation is a hot topic. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams suggests that while a private meeting is plausible, it's highly conditional. He believes that for Harry and Charles to meet, the reunion must be kept entirely private to allow trust to be rebuilt. However, Fitzwilliams expresses doubt about this happening, especially considering recent public statements from the Sussexes. Fitzwilliams points to Meghan Markle's recent interview, where she spoke about not feeling authentic as a working royal as a potential obstacle. He suggests that if King Charles doesn't meet with Prince Harry during this visit, the blame could easily fall on the Sussexes. He also notes Prince Harry's emotional BBC interview in May following his security case loss, and whispers of a potential documentary about Princess Diana commissioned by Harry for Netflix, which could be highly controversial for William and Charles. This makes Charles's decision to keep his distance understandable to some. On the other hand, former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond believes a family reunion is long overdue, emphasizing the parents' role in being the bigger person. She acknowledges that maintaining peace within the royal family has been challenging since Harry and Meghan's departure. However, she highlights that Harry's security lawsuit against the government has now concluded, removing a significant barrier to a meeting. Given that communication channels between royal aides have recently been open, Bond remains hopeful that a meeting could occur during Harry's stay for the Well-Child Awards. Public reaction is divided, with some hoping for a genuine reconciliation and others wary of further family drama. Royal commentators are closely watching for any signs of thawing relations, while fans are eager to see a peaceful resolution between father and son. But is the image we see of the king always the full story? Up next, we uncover the truth behind King Charles's doting grandfather persona and what it really means for his family relationships. The king's image. Is Charles a doting grandfather or distant royal? While King Charles III may present an image of deep affection for his grandchildren, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, new reports suggest this carefully crafted persona might be a strategic move to counter unflattering portrayals, particularly following Prince Harry's explosive memoir. Sources close to the royal family allege that the relationship between the king and his heir, Prince William, is tense, with very little informal communication. It's reported that most of their interactions are mediated by private secretaries, and they rarely meet one-on-one. Even during a recent visit to Balmoral, the king reportedly remained in his Birkhall retreat and did not have a private meeting with the Wales family. This alleged distance has led to claims that the palace has been attempting to recast Charles as an engaged father and grandfather, a stark contrast to his past reputation as an absent parent. This alleged distance extends to his grandchildren, with reports suggesting he remains distant from his Wales grandchildren. In response, Prince William is reportedly making efforts to parent his children very differently from how he was raised, a clear divergence from his father's approach. While the younger royals affectionately refer to Charles as Grandpa Wales, and Queen Camilla's son Tom Parker Bowles has described him as a wonderful step-grandfather, who his children utterly adore. These new revelations cast a shadow over the public perception of the king's family life. Public discourse is rife with debate, with many royal followers questioning the authenticity of the king's public image versus the private reality. Analysts are weighing in on how these revelations could impact the monarchy's public standing, especially in the wake of previous controversies surrounding royal family dynamics. Now, let's shift focus to the king himself and his personal reflections. Stay tuned as we hear King Charles's candid and relatable jokes about the realities of getting older during a recent hospital visit. King Charles's candid jabs on aging during hospital visit. King Charles III recently offered a dose of relatable humor to patients at the Midland Metropolitan University Hospital in Birmingham, sharing his own thoughts on the challenges of aging. During his first autumn engagement after a postponement due to adverse reactions to his cancer treatment, the king didn't shy away from acknowledging the realities of getting older. When speaking with 85-year-old patient Jacqueline Page, who described herself as wearing out, King Charles quipped, "That's the terrible thing I'm discovering. Bits don't work so well when you get past 70. He also described the passing of time as terrifying. The king, who himself has been undergoing cancer treatment, reassured patients that he was not too bad, thank you, when asked about his recovery. His visit to the newly opened hospital, which had been postponed in March, saw him express his apologies to the staff for the delay. He engaged in conversations with several patients, showing empathy and interest in their experiences. When Matthew Shinda, undergoing treatment for prostate cancer, spoke about delays in his diagnosis, the king expressed his sympathy, drawing from his own experience of having an enlarged prostate and encouraging men to get checked. Adding a touch of lightheartedness, the king inquired about the possibility of having a drink in the hospital, joking with Mr. Shinda's daughter about whether they allow a tiny dram of whiskey occasionally, and claiming it's supposed to be very good for the heart. He also discussed advances in cancer treatment, such as immunotherapy, with Philip Barnard, who is being treated for lung cancer, asking about potential side effects. The king also met Hernata Jonas, the first baby born at the hospital, and interacted with staff and volunteers, taking selfies and shaking hands. Earlier in the day, he visited the oratory of St. Philip Neri in Birmingham, expressing his long-held desire to visit the historic church founded by Cardinal John Henry Newman, whom he has long admired and supported. This engagement showcased King Charles's ability to connect with people on a personal level, using humor and shared experiences to ease anxieties and bring a sense of normalcy to hospital patients. His candid remarks resonated with those facing similar health challenges, highlighting a shared humanity. And that's a wrap on today's royal news. But before you go, make sure to catch our lightning round recap of all the top stories you need to know. And that's a wrap on today's royal news. We've seen Prince George moving into his stunning new mansion, explored the complex conditions for a potential reunion between Prince Harry and King Charles, uncovered the truth behind the king's grandfather image, and heard King Charles's own relatable jokes about aging. Don't miss out on any of our future royal updates. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to ShinyNow for all the latest news, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Let us know your thoughts on today's stories in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media channels for more behind-the-scenes content and exclusive updates.